To your first lesson. Now, what we're going to do in this lesson is we're going to examine how to find out which scale to play over which set of chords, and how quickly we can find that scale on the neck of the guitar. Now, this is a typical situation. Supposing you've got a friend or you're in a band and the other guitarist or a keyboard player has created a song and they want you as the lead guitarist to come up with a very cool, nice melodic solo to go with the set of chords that are in the song. Now they may say to you, this song is in the key of, say, D. Now what you have to do is quickly find where the scale that fits with D is on the neck. And the problem is, it can be quite frustrating for other people if they're waiting for you to slowly find your way along the neck until you find the appropriate scale. So the very first essential thing we must be looking at is a method for finding the notes on the neck quickly and efficiently so people aren't waiting around for you before you come up with your great solo. Let's take a look now at the neck. Now the first thing we need to look at is a very simple way of finding the notes along the neck. The sixth string as an open string is an E. The fifth string is an open string, that is a string that's not pressed down anywhere, is an A. Now, let's climb along first the fifth string because it begins with the first letter of the alphabet that we're all familiar with. The fifth string is A. Now from A up to B is a jump of 2 frets, 1, 2. So A to B is 2 frets. B up to C is 1 fret. C to D is 2 frets. Notice we're following these dots now. D to E is another 2 frets. But from E to F is only 1 fret. F to G is 2 more frets. And when we get all the way down to the 12th fret, which is another jump from where we are on G to the 12th here, from G we go to the 12th fret and that's an A again. And if you listen, this note is an octave higher than this note. Now, octave, of course, is Greek for 8. So really what we've done is we've climbed up 8 letter name notes. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. That's the 7th note up, and our 8th is an A again. Now let's climb up the 6th string. We go E to F. That's only 1 fret. Of course, this really, the nut, isn't really a fret, but we'll think of it as a fret. Not that we have to press there, but that's E to F. Think of that as a fret. That's just 1 fret jump. F to G is 2. G to A is 2. A to B, that's another 2. Now B to C is only 1 fret. B to C. C to D is 2 frets, and D up to E at the 12th is 2 frets again, and there's our high E. So again, that E is an octave higher than the open E there. Now, as you're probably aware, all the notes that are used in music are A, B, C, D, E, F, G, just 7 letters. On the piano, if you're familiar with the piano keyboard, there are white notes and black notes. Now the piano is quite an easy instrument to look at and understand from a musical theory point of view. It's literally laid out in black and white. All the white notes are A, B, C, D, E, F, G, while the black notes are the sharps and flats. Now the difficulty with the guitar is you cannot see what these notes are, but there is something that corresponds and translates over. And this is, on the guitar, all the notes, all the alphabetical notes, A to B, B to C, C to D, etc., are all 2 frets apart from each other, with the exception of E and F and B and C. They are always only 1 fret apart all over the neck of the guitar. Let's take another look. Now, E is the open 6th string, F is only 1 fret away, but from F to G is 2 frets, and from G to A is another 2 frets. In between F and G is another note. Now that note has 2 different names. depending on which direction you think of it as, if you go this way from G, and this is G, if we go this way, that would be called a G flat. If you go this way from F, it's often called an F sharp. Now, it's not really important from where we're at now to understand which one you should be calling it in relation to what scales you're playing. All I'm pointing out is that compared to the piano, F and G would be two white notes, and this would be your existing black note between the two white notes on the keyboard. So if you do have access to a keyboard or a piano, do have a look at it, and you will see that all the black notes are sharps and flats, and those are the notes that exist in between the notes on the guitar that are 2 frets apart. So one more time, we go E to F is only 1 fret, F to G is 2, G to A is 2, A to B is 2, B to C again is only 1, C to D is 2, so let's look at the note in between. If we look at it going this way, that's a D, so this will be a D flat, and if we look at that note in between C and D going this way, it's a C sharp. Now we can do the same thing on the 5th string, but we won't do that just yet. What we're going to do now is we're going to learn a method for quickly identifying the notes at the dots. Now, as I mentioned earlier, if you were a piano player, all the notes would be sitting there in front of you, with all the white notes being A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and all the black notes being sharps, like F sharp, G sharp, A sharp, etc. As a guitarist, though, when you look at the neck, it's quite difficult to find those notes without slowly counting up from the open strings. So the method I'm going to show you now involves looking at the dots first on the 6th and 5th string, because this is going to provide for us the easiest, quickest method for finding the places where we want to begin the scales that we'll be soloing with later on. Let's take a look now at the neck. Now, the easiest way to memorize the notes at the dot points on the 6th and 5th string are to just use the fact that you've learnt the alphabet as a child very quickly. So we can all say the alphabet A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and we're going to use the fact that we've been imprinted to that set of letters in the alphabet to find these dot points. So we're going to start on the 6th string at the 5th fret, and that is going to be an A. So we have A here. The next dot along on the 6th string is a B. The next dot on the 5th string, which is the first dot on the 5th string at the 3rd fret, is a C. So here we are, A, B, C. Now continuing along, C to D is the next dot, so the 5th fret we have a D. D to E will go up 2 frets, and again at the 7th fret we have an E at that dot point. So let's look at the alphabet up to E from the 5th fret on the 6th string. It goes A, B, C, D, E. Now we are missing a few dots here. We're missing this dot here at the 3rd fret, 6th string, and we're also missing the 2 dots on the 6th and 5th string at the 9th fret here. And of course we're missing the 12th fret at the 6th and 5th string here. Now, since we have A, B, C, D, E down quite quickly now, and what I would recommend that you do is look at the guitar every spare minute you have and ask yourself, what's that note? What's this note? Move around quickly. What's that note? What's that note? And if it takes you a few seconds to start with A and go, oh, let me see that note, there's, oh dear, oh, A, B, oh, C, oh, it's an E, C, D, E. Do it that way, and very rapidly, within a very short space of time, you will find that you'll be able to quickly get these notes right away. C, E, D, B, A, etc. Now, let's take a look at this dot here. Well, this is the odd one out. This is a G, because after G in the alphabet in music, of course, there's no H. It goes up to A. So we have G here, A there, and we have our A, B, C, D, E. Now let's take a look at the missing dots here. If we go up from A, we go along to B, Now remember I said earlier B to C was only 1 fret away. So there's B and there's C, and C to D is 2 frets. So there's our D here at the 10th. Now the note at the dot point on the 6th string there is, guess, it's a C sharp. Or it's a D flat, of course, if we think of it going this way. So we'll call this a C sharp here. So we've got A, B, C sharp there. And for this dot here, let's climb up using our alphabet. 5th fret, A, B, C, D, E. Now, E to F is 1 fret, and that note will be an F sharp, right there at the 9th fret, 5th string. Once again, A, B, C, D, E, F sharp. So to add to your quick identification process, you've got A, B, C, D, E here, you've got G on the 6th string 3rd fret, which is an odd one out, and you've got your C sharp at the 9th on the 6th string, and your F sharp on the 5th string, 9th fret there. And of course, if you remember from earlier on, at the 12th fret, these notes are the same as the open string. So this was an open E on the 6th, and this is a higher E, an octave higher at the 12th. This was an open A on the 5th, and this is an octave higher at the 12th as another A.